Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a tutorial for these bordered arrowhead bracelets. This is somewhat beginner, maybe a little bit more intermediate. You will need to know how to do the 4 different types of knots, but the bracelet setup and the actual knotting instructions are really simple, so that kind of makes it a little bit more beginner. Definitely check out the description box. I'm gonna have the knotting instructions written out down there. I'll also have the pattern linked down below, and I also have an FAQ down there if you might have any questions. And if your question is not answered by the description box, then definitely feel free to leave a comment. I'd be more than happy to help you out. But without further ado, let's just get into making the bracelet. To make this bracelet, you're going to need to pick out 5 colors. 4 colors to be the actual arrowhead part of the bracelet, and then 1 color to be kind of the border color. So in my example here, you can see I have some shades of like orange and yellow here as the actual arrowhead colors. And then I have white as my border color, which is along the sides of the bracelet. So today for my bracelet, I'm using yellow, purple, pink, and blue as my arrowhead colors, and then white as my border color. For each color, you're going to need to cut a wingspan's length of each of your threads. So I have 1 string of blue, purple, yellow, and pink, and each of those are a wingspan's length. However, for your border color, which for me is white, I would recommend cutting at least a wingspan and a half, maybe a little more. You're gonna run out of this color very quickly, so I would make sure to cut a lot extra of whatever border color you're gonna be using. You can always add extra string to your bracelet if you do run out, but I don't always like doing that. I do have a video on how to do that though, if you need some help with that, and I will link that down below. But once all your strings are measured and cut, we're gonna go ahead and fold everything in half. You can see here that my border color is a lot longer than my arrowhead colors, and we're gonna just fold all of these in half. So at one end you have raw edges and the other end is a loop like so. From here, go ahead and start your bracelet however you would like. I have several videos on different ways to start bracelets, which I will link some down below, but however you'd like, go ahead and just start your bracelet now. Once you went ahead and started your bracelet, we can go ahead and start the knotting process. I just did twisted ties to make my bracelet adjustable, and then I did the triangle ends for normal patterns. I also have videos on how to do both of these things if you need some help with that, but we're gonna go ahead and tape down our bracelet and get started on the knots. As far as our string setup goes, you can pretty much do whatever you want. You just need to make sure that you are doing a mirrored image. So we're gonna split this bracelet down the middle here. So as you can see on both sides, my strings are the same. Now, the only thing that you need to make sure that you do is you need to have your border color string, for me that's white, in between your colors. Again, your border color string needs to be the 3rd string in line in your string setup. So for example, the way I have mine set up is blue, purple, white, which is my border color, pink, and then yellow. And then on the other side, it is an exact mirror image, blue, purple, white, pink, and then yellow. You can do your arrowhead colors in whatever order you would like. You just have to make sure that your border color is in between your 2 arrowhead colors, or in other words, it is the 3rd string in line on either side. But this is a 1-2 pattern, so I'm gonna go ahead and pair up my strings for row 1. And this design is really easy. It's only 4 rows, so let's just go ahead and get started. Our first pair going from left to right is going to be a forward knot. Our second pair is going to be a forward-backward. Third pair here, the strings are the same color here, so we can do any knot we want. Hopefully you guys know that by now. I'm just going to do a forward knot. Fourth pair is going to be a backward forward. And fifth pair is going to be a backward knot. For row 2, we're going to leave out our outer 2 most strings on either side, and then repair all of our strings, excluding those outer two. First pair going from left to right is going to be a backward knot. This bracelet and the knot directions that we're doing is a little weird, so don't be afraid to kind of pull your strings a little bit. You can kind of bend, I guess maybe bend is not the right word for string, but kind of manipulate the strings a little bit to keep them straight. Second pair here is going to be a backward forward. Third pair is going to be a forward backward. And fourth pair is going to be a forward knot. For row 3, we're going to bring back in those outer two strings and include them when we repair all of our other strings. First pair going from left to right is a backward forward. Here's where it gets a little funky, just gotta kind of manipulate that knot a little bit. The second and third pairs are both going to be forward knots. Fourth pair is a backward. And the fifth pair is a forward backward. For the fourth and final row, we're going to leave out those outer two strings and exclude them when we are repairing the rest of our strings. Going from left to right, my first two pairs here are both going to be forward. And our third and fourth pairs for this row are both going to be backward. And that is the full pattern cycle, I guess you can call it, for this design. Now, some of you might be a little questioning because normally with repeating 1-2 patterns, the way it works is your strings at the end of a pattern should be in the same order that they were at the start of the pattern. However, this is one of those designs where the knots stay the same, but the colors are changing throughout the design. So your strings are going to be in a different order, but the knot process is still the same to carry out the design through the rest of the bracelet. So just because your colors are different in a different order, that doesn't matter. You're still going to repeat the same knotting process and it's going to carry the design. So to continue, you would then bring your outer strings back in, you would repair all of your strings, and then you would just go ahead and restart the pattern back from row 1, disregarding the fact that our strings are no longer in the same order they were in the beginning. But it's kind of like a chevron bracelet. When you keep making the rows, your colors are changing places, but you're still doing the same knots to continue that same pattern. So think of it kind of like that. I promise it'll work out. But yeah, from here on, just go ahead and keep repeating those 4 rows until your bracelet is long enough. Okay, well here is how my finished bracelet turned out. I just kept repeating the pattern until the bracelet was long enough, and then I finished it off with the triangle ends, and then I did another twisted tie so that I can make this adjustable like so. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope that this was helpful. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.